Evers, the sophomore, to serve first for Central Michigan. And we're underway here at Cliff Keen Arena. Little deposit over by Jacobs. Central Michigan in transition with the quick turnaround, and they've got the early lead. Just snuck it in there to Taylor Kripe. Morgan Burke sets up an easy kill for Ella Demetrician.
Great job there by Ella to find some open court and great placement to pick up a point for the Wolverines.
Demetrician, 2 kills per set as a freshman last year. Goes from that into service for the Wolverines. The block failed there by that front line for Michigan, and CMU snags control back. It's Kripe's turn, and she's too strong on that one. Deadlocked at 2.
Kripe, typically a strong server, that time just couldn't keep it in play.
Cochran lets it rip here for Michigan. Nice save from Demetrician. Sets up Jacobs. Central keeps it alive. Long way to go, and too strong from Kripe and the Chippewas. An aggressive take there, but Michigan keeps service with Maddie Cochran. After the block, an easy kill for Lydia Johnson, her first tonight.
Michigan just staying with it all over the spike attempts, getting good blocks on, and then the finish.
Cochran's run comes to an end there with the error. Back to CMU, who pulls within 1. It's Grace Thomas's turn on service, one of the key returners for Central Michigan after an incredible 2024. No chance there as Jenna Haynes on cue from Jaden Fode's pregame report. She delivers for the Wolverines.
Lots of back and forth action to open up this set. And strong there from Jenna Haynes.
Now Ellie White, too much on that one, and it goes back to CMU.
Back and forth trend continues here. Neither team able to pull away early.
That brings out the Houston Christian transfer who played beach volleyball there, Carla Sanchez-George. Good block by Michigan. White, and a block here from CMU. Back and forth we go. That one too strong from CMU, and the longest battle of the early contest goes to the Wolverines.
Great job at the net by the Wolverines, getting a hand on these kill attempts from the Chippewas, slowing that ball down.
Here's Allison Jacobs and her new aggressive serve look. So much velocity on it. How about that deke there from Natalia Raymond? Had Michigan a little off kilter. Good look for Raymond, but she's too strong.
A great job by Jacobs to keep that alive there in the middle of that rally. Able to stick out her right arm and get a forearm on it. Essentially won the point for the Wolverines in the end.
So much hang time from Allison Jacobs. Block secured by Central. Change the pace a little bit. Demetrician. Now CMU's turn. A lob there from Taylor Kripe. The rally continues. And what a big-time kill from Samari Gordon, the redshirt freshman's first big play tonight.
Ellie White laying out to
Marines with the edge, doubling up Central Michigan 8-4. Allison Jacobs on a nice serve streak here. She's going for more aces this year, has already tripled that up, but too much on it. That's been the unique dynamic from Jacobs this season. Last year, 5 aces, 32 service errors. This year, she has 15 aces already, and it's mid-September, yet that is error number 31. Central's turn. Raymond lets it fly. Here comes Jacobs off the net, and Central Michigan couldn't keep the pinball alive.
Jacobs showing the strength, not only on the serve there, but on the kill.
I think that was Taylor Kripe who took it off of her head there, and then an ace from the Wolverines.
And it's Jenna Haynes.
Strong start from Haynes, the sophomore from California who did not play much last season. Haynes with the dig there. Gordon, a lot of oomph, but Central blocks it. Second try works. This one was Serena Nyambio.
Been waiting to say her name, and there she is. A power and accuracy, a combination that's hard to stop. Impressive.
Her 506th career kill for the Troy native, not too far from here in Ann Arbor. Haynes keeps it alive for Michigan, and Jacobs swarms in there and spikes it home.
One thing that's really been working for the Wolverines, they started off this set being great at the net, getting a lot of blocks. It's caused Central Michigan to have to adjust and take a little air on those kill attempts. Makes the defense a little easier for the Wolverines, which sets up good opportunities, and hence a 12-5 score in this first set.
And a 4-0 run. 3 coming on the serve from Jenna Haynes. Blocked by Michigan. Oh, that wall up front, Nyambio and Jacobs keeps the run going.
And right on cue there, they try to go back to putting some emphasis on it, and just like it's been all set, the block there from Nyambio, and the run continues.
Nonchalant there from Serena Nyambio. Making another block for Michigan. Nyambio was up there, as was Samari Gordon. And that's 6 straight for the Maize and Blue.
Perfectly in unison, too. They have great chemistry together, as you can see.
Central tries to break it, and the Chippewas do with the freshman Taylor Kripe.
A 6-0 run comes to an end for the Wolverines. Let's see if Central Michigan can fight back.
One of the stars for CMU, Abby Olin. Jacobs goes after that one. CMU counters. And some net contact there gives the point to Michigan. Carla Bunner right on that call. One of the referees here tonight.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you get near that net, trying to set up a teammate.
Morgan Burke's first serve tonight gets Raymond on the deck, and CMU can do nothing with it. Michigan rolling in set 1.
You saw some back and forth action open up, but since then it's been all Maize and Blue. It's 5-4 at once, now 16-6.
Over to the other side, Michigan can't save it. Nice kill there from Izzy Swers in Central Michigan to try to snag some of this momentum back. Now Swers. She serves here for Central Michigan. Off to a 3-6 start on the year. Demetrician, no problem there. 17-7 Wolverines.
Great setup from Morgan Burke. And a well-deserved assist, perfectly placed.
Now Demetrician serves for the Wolverines. Kripe. Cochran shoots that one back over. The slide and the kill. Grace Thomas gets the point for Central Michigan. CMU needs a big service run. This certainly helps. Kripe. No chance for Michigan. Cochran got it up there and an easy kill for CMU.
Things starting to go the Chippewas' way here, opening up some holes on the floor and finding them.
Raymond finishes that one. Heck of a serve there from Kripe. The poke by Nyambio, and nothing doing on the Taylor Kripe attempt from deep.
Great job on the poke by Nyambio. That caused 4 Chippewas to hit the deck, got them a little unorganized, and then the point awarded for the Wolverines.
Maddie Cochran lets it fly. Heck of a job by Burke, and then Jacobs. Michigan saves this point. Still going, Cochran on the deck. Jacobs simply discards it. Central with a chance, composed but too strong. No, they're gonna say it did hit Michigan. So it's Central Michigan's point. Let's take a look.
We'll see here, I believe that's Lydia Johnson. Did that right hand get a piece of it? I think it did.
And it turns into an ace for CMU. So 18-11. Central Michigan is, if for no other a reality here, trying to gain some momentum for set number 2. Grace Thomas continues and goes too strong on that one. Ellie White's turn for a 7-1 Michigan squad. Started 6-0 and split at Virginia this weekend. Lost a tough 5-set match on Friday, 3-zip on Saturday. Nice work from Natalia Raymond, the Polish product and the senior. She finishes it off for CMU.
As you mentioned, that 7-1 record for the Wolverines. Erin Virtue has improved every single year since being head coach here in Ann Arbor. 7-22 in year 1, improved to 18-13 last year, and to start off 7-1 and having this team looking really good in the 2025 campaign, it's a testament to how good of a coach she is.
Demetrician. Great work from Alina Anderson to keep it alive for Central. Cochran sets up Jacobs, who rocks and fires. Central Michigan did everything it could to keep that possession alive, but it was all Allison Jacobs to finish.
Yeah, Virtue's a great coach, but it helps to have a player with the ability of Allison Jacobs.
Here's her second serve opportunity today, and both have ended with errors. That's going to be a part of her early season returns, with by far the most aggressive serve attempt on this Michigan team.
But I think Michigan's going to live with that. I think they're okay with the uptick in aces that goes along with it.
50-50 ball, and it was Abby Olin who got a bit too aggressive. Right at the net, Michigan's point.
So tough at the net to judge, but you got to be patient when that ball's slowly coming over to your side.
Made contact with Ellie White. Jenna Haynes, who had the long run on serve earlier in this set. Jacobs couldn't backpedal and get it over after Demetrician kept it alive. This time, one and done for Haynes on service.
Difficult on that back foot to lift that ball up and over the net.
Olin. Long way for Cochran to go. She does get it over. Composed chance for the Chippewas. And great placement from Izzy Swerves. All of a sudden, Chippewas are within 6.
Not a lot of room for error for Central Michigan, but they are crawling back, doing a great job with the placement of their kills here.
Somehow saved along the net by White. Nyambio finishes it off.
That hitting percentage, you can see why. Touch of a feather.
A thing of beauty right there to stunt that Central Michigan momentum. Toward the crowd. Kripe saves it, but Michigan has a clean look. Lydia Johnson's kill attempt goes begging. Blocked up front by Michigan. Cochran over to Lydia Johnson, and the Chippewas keep it rolling. And get the point with Taylor Kripe. High level volleyball right there.
Yeah, and credit to Natalia Raymond, who did a great job keeping that play alive and giving Central Michigan the opportunity to finish.
Central Michigan needs a run from Izzy Swerves. Jacobs gives it back to the Chippewas, and the Chippewas return the favor. Now a clean look that Michigan blocks. Nyambio and Demetrician the wall again for the Wolverines, who are 2 points away from a set 1 win.
And this wall at the net in May's jerseys has just been dominant in this first set. Seen Central Michigan try and go up and over that wall.
Nyambio's second block of the set. No chance for Jacobs to save that one off of Cochran. And CMU gets it to within 6, but they need a surge from Taylor Kripe. Too much on it from Taylor Kripe. And it is set point for the Wolverines and their libero, Maddie Cochran. Heck of a job by Morgan Burke to keep this alive. Second chance for the Chippewas. Somehow saving it. Michigan's first clean look in transition. Up by Keelan Mill. Burke, Cochran, Jacobs finishes it off for Michigan.
24 in the MAC conference.
Morgan Burke serves for the Wolverines to start. And Central Michigan gets that first point. There is Grace Thomas, who finishes it off.
And Michigan, as you mentioned, Notre Dame coming up with the big one to open up Big Ten play against Nebraska. I'm excited for that one.
One of the best programs in the nation. Taylor Kripe lets that one go a bit too far. Deadlocked at 1. That first set, Michigan really took control after some seesawing early. Central Michigan mustered some momentum later, but it was too little too late. Demetrician on the serve for Michigan. And there's another Wolverines block. Serena Nyambio has been outstanding at the net so far.
Central Michigan came out a little bit of confidence. You can tell they felt that momentum carrying in from the end of that first set, but that block right there is a mirror image of what happened in the first set, and struggles for Central Michigan continue.
Demetrician again. Little nudge by Lydia Johnson, and the Chippewas keep it going. More soft stuff from the Chips. Power from Michigan, and it stays in.
They couldn't place it any better, and with that much power, it's so impressive, just perfect in that back right corner.
Demetrician helping her own service cause. And Brooklyn Connor, her first kill. The Ada native and the Clemson transfer gives Central Michigan its second point of the set. Grace Thomas's turn. Here comes Allison Jacobs for the first time in the set. Little unorthodox there from the Chippewas, who don't get a great look. Jacobs shoved back. Another chance, and this one works for Jacobs and the Wolverines. Jacobs went deep into the bag for that kill.
Unable to pick up the point there, but Central Michigan changing up the pace of their attack a little bit, trying to get that front wall of the Wolverines to jump off, timing there.
Cochran serve. Good job by Morgan Burke to keep it alive for Michigan. Jacobs cranks, and it's a little bit off the mark. Close, but it's Central Michigan's point. No protest from Michigan's side.
Narrow miss there.
Carla Sanchez-George. Just her third appearance so far in her young Chippewas career. That one stays in for Michigan and Lydia Johnson.
Michigan continuously attacking that back line. There's a lot of space on the back half of the court available to them and making good use of it.
Ellie White fresh into this one. Too much on it, back to CMU. Wolverines with their 5th service error so far today. From long range, Central Michigan able to keep it alive after Demetrician came in strong. And the Chippewas even upset 2. Nicely done by Taylor Kripe, a good-looking freshman for CMU.
This is Central Michigan's chance here to build a lead here in this second set.
Raymonds near the nets. And CMU has the lead. Their last lead in the first set was 2-1. Here it's 6-5, some momentum in set 2 for Central Michigan.
You can tell they came out after that first set feeling confident, feeling like they can stick around with the Wolverines, and they've shown it so far.
Allison Jacobs takes matters in her own hands and deadlocks it again.
One thing they haven't been able to stop, though, is Allison Jacobs. She's been dominant and still showing it.
Another look. No chance for Natalia Raymonds. Here's Jacobs serving for Michigan. And an ace. That new look serve looked quite efficient there. Michigan reclaims the lead.
The height she gets on her toss, it's so impressive to be able to control it that much and spot it out of the air to get that much power on it. Perfect placement with her hand every single time.
Her first, and what has been an impressive start for the 6th-year senior tonight. This one, way too much on it, as she continues to refine that new look serve approach. 1 ace, 3 errors today, similar to the ratio early for Allison Jacobs. It's Abby Olin's turn. She's a veteran, a redshirt senior for Central Michigan, one of their best players. And it was a little bit wide there from Jenna Haynes. Barbara Zavanek over there, one of the referees, took a moment, but looked to have gotten the right call. No argument from Michigan. Chippewas back up 1. A golden opportunity off the chest of Jacobs. Taylor Kripe has been awesome for CMU, and the Chippewas have their largest lead in any set today.
Taylor Kripe, she's a freshman, but doesn't show it. That's an experienced play right there to fire it right back and pick up the point.
Olin gets a little greedy there. Too much on that one, and it's back to the Wolverines. Jenna Haynes' turn. She had the big serve run in the first set. Good up there from Alina Anderson to keep it alive for Central. Clean look for Jacobs. Another great play from Anderson. And Central Michigan takes advantage. Kripe finishes the work, but Alina Anderson, the star of that point.
Kripe showing out so far for the Chippewas here in this second set. And a big reason why they find themselves leading 10-8.
Swers on serve for CMU. Easy pickings for Ella Demetrician there to cut the deficit to 1. Demetrician, outstanding so far today. Was big for Michigan last year as a freshman. Expected to, and so far has taken a big step forward. Now it's Morgan Burke's turn. Easy work from Grace Thomas. She's helping to keep the Chippewas afloat. Only Chippewa who has been hitting north of 500 today. Look at the power.
Her 5th kill today. She's been huge for Central Michigan, only behind Taylor Kripe on the Chippewa side.
Off balance from Lydia Johnson. But Central can't get a great look, but they still deposit it with Kripe again. CMU, a 3-point lead in set number 2. Good job by Cochran to keep it afloat for Michigan, and Demetrician stunts that momentum for Central.
That's her 5th of the night. Now it'll be her turn to serve, but doing such a great job on the attack.
Big swing from Thomas, and the second recoil for Raymond. Central Michigan's led much of this second set, and you wonder if that late first set momentum helped them get their collective feet under them.
Yeah, I mean, it gave them a lot of belief and boosted their confidence immensely, and you're seeing it now in that second set.
Nyambio had a pretty clean look, but Central keeps it alive. And that was real nice from Lydia Johnson. From the right side, Central had no chance.
Central Michigan doing a good job of taking advantage of certain situations, but Michigan fighting right alongside, staying in this set.
Big block. Jacobs and Haynes over there. And the Wolverines are within 1. Second serve from Maddie Cochran. Some miscommunication. Mill had to hustle over to bump it there for CMU. And that allows Jacobs some power. Good job by Central to keep it alive. But another clean look coming. Jacobs, easy pickings there. We're tied at 13.
Alina Anderson did everything she could there to keep it alive for the Chippewas, but the Michigan attack just too strong and too overwhelming. You can see the finish there from Jacobs.
Raymond able to get Central back in front. Somehow slither that one through that Michigan wall along the net.
Difficult to do, but able to pull it off that time. Holding on for dear life onto this 14-13 lead.
Been a fun second set, back and forth. Demetrician with some oomph there, but Central Michigan keeps it alive. Raymond tried to get creative. How about that effort to get it to Jacobs? And Kripe keeps her great match going by keeping it alive. Rally continues for Demetrician. You bet. Tied at 14.
Get a little bit of an argument here. First-year head coach Ariel Wilson, who thought that was on the other side of the line.
It was clearly in, but you wonder if there was something else, some net touching or something along those lines. And there will indeed be a review.
CMU is challenging a net fault.
That's the voice of Carla Bunner. So indeed, wondering about some contact from Michigan on the net. We'll take another look.
Yeah, we'll see here if there's some net contact on the follow-through.
I wonder if it was from something earlier
It could have
in
been,
the point.
because I don't see anything there. Might be
that's
hard to
clean.
tell from that angle, but that looks like for sure Michigan's point. It could be in a 14-13 at the time. That's a big point right there between 15-13 and now 14-14 in Michigan's serve.
Ellie White's turn for the Wolverines in a tied second set, and it's an ace. Natalia Raymond, no chance there. Ellie White, a big-time serve. Just a bit too strong. Good recognition by Central Michigan, and it's 15 all.
Yeah, heads up play from Natalia Raymond to let that one go past her.
This CMU team, don't get fooled by the 3-6 record. They've got some good wins this year over High Point, Milwaukee, UMKC. They took a set in Provo over nationally ranked BYU. Jacobs guides that one home for Michigan. Wolverines back up 1.
Yeah, as you said, don't sleep on this team. I mean, a first-year head coach, they're only going to get better as the year continues. And picking up that set against number 19 BYU was definitely an eye-opener for the potential of this Chippewa side.
Jacobs with that power serve. Over the shoulder effort from Izzy Swerves to smack that one home and deadlock it at 16.
That potential is exactly what you're seeing right now in this second set. They look poised, they're taking advantage of the opportunities that get presented to them, and well deserving to be in a tie.
Abby Olin off the mark there. Both teams have been serving fairly cleanly so far tonight. But that's a big one, just a miss hit from Central Michigan and Abby Olin. Jenna Haynes' turn. Kripe, Central Michigan star so far tonight, her 8th kill, 17 up.
Yeah, she's been great and second on the team in hit percentage.
Just no answer there for Kripe on that Michigan side. Good recognition by Michigan again. Or did they say No, they're going to say that was Central's point. Beg your pardon. So it is an ace for CMU.
If they are to lose this one and pick up that 7th loss, I'm sure that's just motivation to her to get the Chippewas on track back to winning, because that's all she knows how to do.
Izzy Swerves, back-to-back aces, and Central Michigan has some real momentum here in set 2.
Just unable to get a clean dig on it.
A rare miscue from Allison Jacobs. Too strong on that serve, so Michigan gets it back. But CMU still up by 1, latter stages of this second set.
It's crunch time now in this set, 19-18, just a few points left to be had. Both teams looking to get a long service run, and it starts with Morgan Burke.
Over to Kripe. Burke kind of accidentally saved it into a Demetrician kill. Oh, what a counter punch to tie it at 19.
Immense power. Unstoppable there. Finds an open spot on the court and hammers it home. No chance.
Burke serves again. A slide over from Thomas. Michigan keeps it afloat. And that time, Lydia Johnson smacks it home. Wolverines back in front.
Here's that service run that we were talking about a little bit. Michigan takes the lead for the first time in a little while.
Kripe tries again. Misfires off to the left. 4-0 Wolverines run from down 2 to up 2 late in set 2.
Yeah, and at a perfect time, this 4-0 run. And when you win the first set and the other team starts fighting back in the second set, you want to close them out
Oh, nice move from Keelan Mill, the Idaho transfer. She fools Michigan and pulls the Chippewas within one. Nifty move here.
Yeah, I mean, these Chippewas aren't going to go away easy. They're not just going to give away this set, especially with all the work they've done to get to this spot.
Taylor Kripe really been the star of the show so far for Central tonight. The freshman serves and blasts it off Jacobs, and ace to tie it at 21. And that's where the uniqueness of Cliff Keen Arena almost played a factor in that point for Central. Good work from Ella Demetrician. Sets up Lydia Johnson again from that friendly spot. Wolverines back up one.
Johnson that time perfectly placed in between two defenders.
Ella Demetrician near the net, dangerous spot. Central Michigan was all out of whack. Brooklyn Connor tried to save it, but the Wolverines are 2 points away from a set 2 win. Off the net, saved by Kripe, blocked over by Nyambio. Michigan calms. Demetrician guides it over, and the Wolverines have set point.
Great placement there, and it was going to take everything from Keelan Mill to get under that. Tried to get.
Out of the timeout. Demetrician ready to roll here inside Cliff Keen Arena. Raymond has to simply lob it off the net. Cochran sets up Jacobs. Blocked by Thomas. Chippewas have a good chance. Jacobs hustles over. Blocked by Central to stay afloat. Oh, that was a chaotic point, and the Chippewas stave off a set 2 loss.
I believe it was Grace Thomas who got up there and matched Allison Jacobs. It's not an easy task to fill there.
And now Thomas on serve, one of the stars for the Chippewas. Lydia Johnson sneaks it inside, and that does it for set 2. Michigan a late surge. And Princeton this weekend in Happy Valley. Izzy Swerve starts off Central Michigan's 3rd set on serve, and Serena Nyambio slides over an easy kill.
I'm sure Ariel Wilson will enjoy playing her alma mater.
I wonder how she got that opportunity to play there, huh? She probably had a few of the numbers necessary, huh?
You'd have to assume.
Morgan Burke setting up Taylor Kripe for CMU. Here comes Demetrician. A little bit too much on it there, and Central Michigan gets the point. Missed by much. Taylor Kripe misses by a lot. 2-1 Michigan.
And it's mistakes like that you can't have. They're going to need every point they can get and don't want to give away anything to this Michigan squad.
Demetrician serves for the Wolverines. Big time finish from Raymond.
Great response there by the Chippewas. Get back the serve.
Burke over to Lydia Johnson, deflected by Central Michigan's point.
This 3rd set opening up the same as the first 2 have. A little back and forth action, feeling each other out, and we'll see if one team can pull away here in a pivotal 3rd set.
50-50 ball near the net. Burke flings it over Lydia Johnson, simply crashes it against the wrist of Raymond, and Michigan has the 4-2 edge. Cochran second serve. Nice job by Morgan Burke. Big time kill from Jenna Haynes. And look out below for Keelan Mill. Fortunate to at least deflect that one enough. Quite the power shot for Michigan.
Yeah, Jenna Haynes, just so much power on that kill. Life comes at you fast.
Raymond has her attempt blocked. And Michigan's got a little bit of that set one surge in them after a back and forth set number 2.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. It can take a lot of effort out of you, drains you a little bit. To fight so hard in that second set and drop it, Michigan cruising now a little bit in this third set.
Dangerous shot there, and good job by Central Michigan to keep it alive. Maddie Cochran, the placement's so good, and credit Central Michigan to find a way to get it up and get it over. Carla Sanchez-George on serve. Allison Jacobs had it blocked. Nice job by the Chippewas. Rare to dispose of something from Allison Jacobs, but the Chips do it right there.
Yeah, exactly right. Such a great job there to pick up 2 straight points, fall behind 6-2. That's a big early lead, or feels like one, and now you fight back and bring it back to 2, and you enter yourself right back into the set.
Lydia Johnson came in 5th in the Big Ten in hitting percentage. And here today, with that point, she is at more than 800. That was her 9th kill today. 818 for Lydia Johnson. Ellie White serve. Nicely guided by Abby Olin, who struggled a bit today. That's her first kill. Now, not necessarily always her big-time game, but still had a few errors. That a nice play there from Central. Off the top of the net and back, Jenna Haynes couldn't take advantage of a pretty clean opportunity there. Central Michigan within 1.
Haynes tried to squeeze that one in and just couldn't.
Maggie Hewitt off the net. Service error number 9 by Central Michigan. Wolverines point. Here's Allison Jacobs. Near the net. Easily deposited by Demetrician. Kill number 9 for Demetrician. Just too easy here up front.
That's her first of this set. 6 kills in this second set for Demetrician. Just dominant and looking to carry that over to this third set.
Jenna Haynes even tapped Demetrician's back of the hand there. Oh, right back at you, says Michigan on the Taylor Kripe swing. And a timeout for CMU. Chippewa sense it might be getting away from them a little bit. Michigan's work up front has been outstanding. Samara Gordon cashes in. Wolverines up 4 here in set 3. From her after the match, and it's been a fun one, even though Michigan has the 2-0 lead.
Oh, it's always a blast getting to do whatever sport it may be with you, Brian. And I'm sure it brings you back to your college days, being surrounded by students here and getting to have some fun with us.
Those are a little ways back, but always happy to help. Allison Jacobs unable to keep things rolling for Michigan. So CMU and Abby Olin gets a chance. Nice work there from Thomas up front. Chippewas get a look and take advantage along that line.
So far, every time Michigan's kind of pulled away in this set, they brought the lead to 4 twice now. Central Michigan fights right back and brings it back to 2.
White over toward Demetrician, and she cashes in. First Wolverine to 10 kills. She's hitting around 600 tonight.
She has been such a force for the Maize and Blue tonight.
Jenna Haynes had that lengthy service run in set one, trying to start one here, and she gets some help from Swerves, a bit too strong. Central Michigan thought it was going to be too long, but with the way Jenna Haynes is serving today, no chance. An ace by decision from Central.
And I don't think she thought that was staying in. That ball hit the line there and stayed in. She gave a little bit of a shocked look and then did her dance. She's very pleased with that result. She'll take what she can get, obviously. And a big time ace there to bring the Wolverines up 5 now, which I believe is their largest of the set so far.
And Jenna Haynes trying to do what she did in the first set. She had 5 straight successful serves. Here looking for number 3 in a row. Pretty good look coming for Demetrician as she cashes in.
Great setup there from Jacobs and great communication, called off her teammates and perfectly set up Demetrician for the kill.
A sliding attempt. Demetrician blocked it away from Thomas. Michigan has all the time in the world. And Gordon slaps it home. 5-0 Michigan run. Jenna Haynes, she has been an anchor on service for Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan's feeling good right now, up 7 in the set, similar to what we saw in the first.
Another ace on the back and a dance from Michigan.
Teammates join her this time, feeling good. Haynes just perfect placement on these services. And
she was a little more confident on that one, I think.
yeah, I think she knew that one was staying in that time. Doors starting to close on the Chippewas.
Friendly net bounce there, and Michigan gets up against the net. So a 7-0, excuse me, a 6-0 Michigan run comes to an end. It is 16-9 Wolverines. Izzy Swerves needs to provide a spark for Central. Line drive serve there. But Serena Nyambio, she cashes in with ease, her 4th kill. Not as assertive on that side based on how Michigan's working things this year, but when she is at the net like that, there are a few better in the Big Ten.
Michigan just not giving the Chippewas a chance to feel like they can get back in this set right when they get the serve back. They take the first point.
Crafty work there, but Michigan stays alive. Cochran swoops in there to stave it off. Gets another one up at the net. Demetrician punches it over. Lobbed out. Burke to Demetrician. Now Central Michigan can compose. And miss off. Nope, it was deflected. So it's Central Michigan's point.
A great rally there, and great effort from both sides to keep it alive. That was just some good volleyball.
Taylor Kripe misfires on that serve. Belies her effort today. Kripe's been outstanding, but it is service error number 10 from the Chips. Near the net, Johnson able to keep it alive. And through the wickets of Keelan Mill, Michigan really starting to put the finishing touches now.
Last year, now bring in a new head coach.
Ella Demetrician misfires on that attempt. So the Chippewas catch a break out of the timeout. Can Grace Thomas, one of the returners, second teamer in the MAC last year, can she get Central back in this thing? Burke to Jacobs, and it's smacked right back at her. Brooklyn Connor, the Clemson transfer, with a big time block. Nyambia with some power. Good up from Thomas. But Central Michigan cannot cash in off the mark. Wolverines back up 8. Here's Maddie Cochran. That was crafty there for the Brooklyn Connor kill. And a nice job by Ethan Summers to catch the ricochet.
Hey, I got some hands.
Woo. You do have 2 of them, yes.
Oh boy.
That was nice, calm. It wasn't a screamer by any stretch, but it had some English on it. That required some skill. Sanchez George off the net. And now Ellie White tries to get Michigan closer and closer to an 8th win in 9 tries on the young season. Nicely done. Michigan was ready for that little touch as both Gordon and Haynes read it well. Big time power over to Michigan. Here comes Samara Gordon. And the Wolverines are 2 points away in what has been their most commanding set of the night.
Yeah, and they have finished strong. Looked great to close out this set.
A little bit too strong. Oh, that was close. Didn't quite have that magic of Jenna Haynes way back there, but Central Michigan gets the point. Natalia Raymond's with the serve for Central Michigan. Demetrician barely got it over the net. Jacob slides into the bench. Love the effort, even though this one's almost in the books.
I mean,
CMU
I'm thinking you don't need to do that.
I don't think Allison Jacobs is wired that way. Neither is Maddie Cochran.
That's dangerous.
Good work along that Michigan bench, too. They were ready.
Oh, yeah.
An ace for Natalia Raymonds. 6th of the night for Central Michigan.
Chippewa's not going to go away quietly.
Jacobs kill attempt. Shoot away. Reverse to Taylor Kripe. Olin lobs it over. Cochran. Gordon rocks and fires, and it is match point for the Maize and Blue.
Crowd on their feet here in Cliff Keen. An outstanding showing from the Wolverines tonight.
And Allison Jacobs, her new look serve. Handled somehow by Alina Anderson. Kripe has to get it over. Chippewas barely keep it alive.
That looks like it hit the floor to me.
Demetrician finishes it off. It simply delays the inevitable. Michigan finishes off the sweep with its most dominant set of the night, 25-16. The Wolverines beat their in-state foes from Mount Pleasant, and a